Assalamu alaikum viewers. Today our topic is standard form, and standard form is also known as scientific notation or scientific form. What does it mean? It means writing a number into some power of 10 called scientific form. Let's say we have a number 216. This is a number, and we want to convert this number into scientific notation. First of all, we want to know where its decimal. If you do not see the decimal of any number, then it means it is at the end of it. So in order to write this number into scientific notation, we have to place this decimal after first non-zero digit. This is our first non-zero digit 2. So we place it here like 2.16 multiply into some power of 10. If our decimal is on the right side of our main digit, this is our main digit. First non-zero digit is 2 here, and on the right side of it we have the decimal, then the power of 10 is positive. And how many digits it crossed? 1, 2. So we have to write that number in the power of 10. Okay, so this is the decimal. In question 5, the part B says write this number into standard form. First of all, we need to locate our decimal. Yes, it is given here. This is our decimal point, and we want this decimal point after first non-zero digit. Here our first non-zero digit is 3. First non-zero digit is 3. So I'm gonna write 3.87 into some power of 10. Now in this case, where is our decimal? Our decimal is on the left side of our main digit. This is our main digit, that is 3. On the left side of it we have the decimal. It means if the decimal is on the left side, we have the power of 10 negative. And how many digit it crossed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our power of 10 would be -5. This is it. Keep it in mind. If I'm going to take an example here, if we have 2, this is our main digit. If the decimal is on the right side of this main digit, that is first non-zero digit, then we have to write multiply 10 raised to power positive. Okay, and if we have the decimal on the left side of it, then the power of 10 would be negative. And how many digits it crossed, that is how many digits the decimal crossed to reach after 2, that would be the power of 10 in this case and also in this. Our next question is question 11 that appeared in 2018. The question paper was 1 and the variant was 2. Here are some numbers written in standard form. These are the standard forms. Okay, and from these numbers write down the largest number, the smallest number. Okay, before doing this question, let me tell you one thing. If we have 34.36 into 10 raised to power 2, so what about this number? Is this the standard form? Yes, of course, this is the standard form of a number, but we prefer if the decimal is after the first digit. Okay, first non-zero digit, 3.436 into 10 raised to power 3. This is preferable number. This is also a scientific notation, but I told you this is preferable, 3.436 into 10 raised to power 3. Okay, back to our question now. Here are some numbers written in standard form. In part A, we need to tell which one is the largest number. Okay, I'm going to give you the hint. If we have the big positive power of 10, that means we have the largest number. Now look at the numbers. Here we have -1 and here we have 6, the positive 6, and I'm talking about the big positive power of 10. Here we have 6 and 0. Here is +5, and these are all negative, so just forget about these numbers. Right now we are looking for the big positive power of 10. So we have 3 numbers, 1, 2 and 3. So in these numbers, we can see that 10 raised to power 6. 6 is the highest power here and it is positive. So it means this number is the largest number. That is 1.36 into 10 raised to power 6 is our answer. Now, what about the smallest number? For the smallest number, we need to look at the small, or you can say that the smaller negative power of 10. So we are looking at the smaller negative power of 10. Before doing that, just tell me -1, -2, -3. We have three numbers. Which one is bigger? Is this -1 or -2 or -3? And which one is the smaller one? -1 is the bigger value and -3 is the smaller value. If we have a number line, the middle point is 0 and on the right side of it we have 1, 2, 3 and so on. If we are increasing or we are moving from left to right, so this is our right, so we get the positive numbers and they become eventually bigger. And if we are moving toward the negative numbers from right to left, that is -1, -2, -3 and so on up to negative infinity, we get the smaller values. So -1 is greater than -2 and -2 is greater than -3, which means -3 is the smaller value. So in our question, which one is the smaller one? -1, 6 is positive, 0 no, 5 no, -3 and -2. So we have -1, 0, -3 and -2. More negative value mean the smaller one. So we have -3. This is our smallest number. I'm going to write 5.21 into 10 raised to power -3. So this is our smallest number among all the numbers. Now moving towards our next question, question 13, that appeared in again 2018. The question paper was 1 and the variant was 3. Question says write this number as an ordinary number. In the beginning of this video, I told you 216. This is the ordinary form of the number. When we convert this number into some power of 10 like this, 2.16 into 10 raised to power, how many digits it crossed? 2, so positive 2. This number becomes a scientific form of that number or standard form of the number. It means we have to move back. So moving backward means we want to convert this standard form into ordinary notation. So I'm gonna write 482. Just skip the decimal right now. 10 raised to power -3. Look at the power. The power is negative. If we have the negative power of 10, negative power of 10 means moving to the left side. Okay, and if we have the positive power, it means we have to move on the right side of our first non-zero digit. Here we have the first non-zero digit is 4 and our 10 power is negative. It means we have to move on the left side. So how many digits? 3 digits. One digit is here 4 and the other is 0. This is the second digit and the third digit would be 0 again. So here, this is our ordinary notation of this standard form. You can write it down 0 as well. 0.00482 is our ordinary notation. Okay, and if you have let's consider an example here. If you have 4.82 into 10 raised to power, let's say 6, then it means we have to move on the right side of our first digit. This is our first digit, that is 4, or simply you can say that the decimal would move along the right side. How many digits? 6 digits. But here we have only 2 digits after the decimal. We have to count after the decimal and moving towards the right. So 482, this is first digit and this is the second digit, and we have to move how many digits? 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. After that I can place the decimal point like this. So this is our standard to ordinary notation form. Now in part B, write 52 million in standard form. How can we write 52 million in standard form? 1 million contains 6 zeros. First of all, put it there with 52, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now we are going to convert this ordinary notation into standard form. Where is our decimal? We cannot see any decimal here, so it means the decimal is at the end of it. Now we have to place this decimal after the first non-zero digit, which is 5. So I'm gonna write 5.2 into 10 raised to power. The decimal is on the right side of our first digit. It means the power of 10 would be positive, and how many digits it crossed to reach there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would be the power of 10. This is it. Now moving towards the last question of this video, the question 2 that appeared in 2018. The question paper was 2 and the variant was 1. Question says write this number in standard form. We have done this type of question earlier, so I'm gonna write 3.87 because our decimal is on the left side of our main digit, and that is our main digit. 3 is our first non-zero digit. Keep it in mind, first non-zero digit. Here 3 is our first non-zero digit. I'm gonna write the decimal after it. I just placed it, the decimal here, and into some power of 10. The power of 10 would be negative because why? Yes, you know, because the decimal is on the left side of the main digit. Okay, how many digit it crossed to reach after 3? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna write 5 here. This is our answer. So that's for the day. Please subscribe my channel and share it to others. Allah Hafiz.